to Chile!
Welcome, kids, to another episode of the El Guapo Loco Science Show. El Guapo and I traveled almost to the end of the world, to the very tip of South America, to visit the Mylodon cave. The Mylodon cave is named after the Mylodon. The Mylodon is a really large sloth that is extinct. Extinct means there aren't any more in the whole world. Mylodons are a type of sloth that lived on the ground. It could grow up to 10 feet tall. You could actually see El Guapo standing over there next to a Mylodon statue. I have been to many caves throughout the United States. Caves have all sorts of rock formations that you can see. If you see jagged rock formations hanging from the ceiling of a cave, you are looking at a stalactite. Stalactites are formed as water drips from the ceiling and deposits and leaves behind minerals. These minerals continue to grow every year for many years, creating many stalactites. Water also drips on the floor of the cave, depositing more minerals. These deposits grow upward, forming stalagmites. Sometimes stalagmites and stalactites grow together to form something called a column. There are many other cool cave formations like this, which looks like bacon. Sometimes you get little tiny but very long formations called soda straws. Cave popcorn looks like real popcorn. Don't eat this type of popcorn though, you'll break your teeth. I hope that someday you all get a chance to go to a cave and see these types of formations. Some caves have rivers that run through them. I have been to a cave that had a river that was over 300 feet deep. There are also many creatures that you can find in caves. Some caves have bats that fly out at night and eat all the insects. Other caves have fish that are blind because they don't need to see because it is so dark. They can't see their food, so they feel their food with their skin. Isn't that cool? Way cool. When exploring caves, make sure you go prepared though. Go with a grown-up and take a flashlight because the deeper you go into a cave, the darker it gets. One time, I was visiting a cave and we turned out all the lights to see how dark it was, and we couldn't see a thing, not even our hand in front of our faces. Hey, El Guapo, are you done playing with that Mylodon yet? See, I guess so. I am just so fascinated at how tall the Mylodon was. It is bigger than me. Did you know the animals weighed up to 2,200 pounds? That is like stacking 8 Mr. Weirs into a big pile. Can you imagine that? That's pretty heavy.
Oh, man.
That is definitely heavy. See, very big. So hey, what experiment do you have for us today? I have a super duper simple experiment that can provide loads of fun. It is probably the best to do the experiment outside too. All you need are bouncy balls of different sizes. For example, I have a basketball. And I have a tennis ball. Make sure they are both filled with air. Hurry, chicos. Go get 2 bouncy balls of different sizes. Hurry, guys. Go get some bouncy balls. First, drop the basketball or larger ball onto the ground. All right, that bounced a couple of feet in the air. Drop the tennis ball or the smaller ball onto the ground and observe how high it bounces. Tennis ball bounced a little bit too. Observe means to take notice of what is happening. By themselves, each ball didn't bounce very high. When a ball falls, it has energy because it has weight or mass, and it picks up speed. When it collides or crashes into the floor, some energy is lost. But the ball tries to move the earth. But the earth is so big and massive that it doesn't move,
Massive.
and most of the energy stays with the ball, causing it to jump almost as high as it was before.
Okay.
Also, the air in the ball acts like a spring, shooting the ball high into the air. That's fine. I was hoping for a cooler experiment than just watching balls bounce. Well, you know me, I like to take things to the next level.
All right, yeah, I'm glad.
Watch what happens when Mr. Weir places the tennis ball on top of the basketball like this. And then he's going to drop them at the same time. Holy moly, that went really high.
Yeah.
How did that happen? See? When the basketball collided with the earth, its springy energy shoots upward to where a small tennis ball is sitting. Energy from the basketball is transferred into the little ball, the tennis ball, causing it to shoot much higher into the air. Isn't that the coolest thing you've seen all day, Mr. Weir? Well, the Mylodon was pretty cool, but you are right. This was really awesome to watch and to do. Thanks for sharing this with us, El Guapo. I hope the kids enjoy shooting a tennis ball high into the sky. If you kids enjoy it, make sure that you share the video with your friends so they can learn some science too. Where are we headed to next week, Mr. Weir? Well, I thought we might head up north to Paraguay to visit one of the largest dams in the whole world that helps make electricity. I have heard that it is a sight to see. That sounds like fun to me. Let's go. Alrighty then, see you next week. Hasta luego, chicos. You think it's scary? Remember, if you enjoyed this presentation of the El Guapo Science Show, please subscribe, like, and share so that other kids can enjoy it too.